We are live. Live, I tell ya. Live. 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 Hello. Welcome in. Good afternoon. Michael Chandler, Anna, how are yous going? It's really weird. There's two people saying hello. It's only saying there's one. Now there's four and only saying they're one. Val, how you going, mate? Vince, what is everybody up to this evening? A little bit of ambient. Can't even. It's too loud. There's no such word as ambience here. There we go. That's a bit better. Alrighty, here we go. Mark Pato, how you going, mate? You are Soul, Missy Doe, Upside Nay, Trevor Smith, Luke, Antonia. I said that right. Don't worry. I thought I said it wrong. All right, here we go. Phyrexian and Charlie Jurixi. Pizza and rum. Yeah, look, just between you and I might be having a couple of quiet ones tonight. I thought, fuck it, everyone else is, you know. Yeah, pretty good, man. Just chilling, kicking back, and was a little bit bored. So a few of you guys might remember the video I done of the map where I walked around the map and I spoke to a screw and spoke to a couple of lads from Judy Lazarus, blah, blah, blah. And I had to take that video down because some screws had a sook. Well, guess what? That video will be back up as of tonight. It will be going on tomorrow night. I know a lot of people love that video. And so also there is some footage on there that you haven't seen before. Drinking red wine. That's the way. That's the way. Joe Knighton. That's a pretty cool last name, bro. Yeah, it's Friday. I don't drink wine, but I don't drink beer. I don't drink anything like that. I drink sheepdog. I'm not going to show it because that would be not the right thing to do. But if you can hear, I'm pouring one up though. Free nuts. What do you think of the ISIS brides being allowed back in? I mean, whoa. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, where do we draw a line? That's what I'm going to say. Like, where do we draw a line? We've got to draw a line somewhere. Like, I've got children. I've actually got grandchildren. So, you know, I guess, you know, all of us want the same thing, and that's just safety for our loved ones, you know? So, what's my thoughts on the Desi Freeman news update? Yeah, so I might do an update on my other channel on that one, but yeah, I don't know. Like, once again, I feel like and I've said this before, right? So each and every single one of you guys are in this chat for a reason, yeah, and that's because you like the truth and you like the way that I go about telling my stuff, and like I just think that if you ask me personally, they're really trying to enforce a narrative onto people here with this Desi case. Now, once again, like I am the least political person that you know. I've made mention on how I do my votes before, and so but like I honestly believe that I feel like like in other instances where we've had big situations like this, I feel like the media, the government or whatever thinks that we are still 1990 public society, and we're not. We're 2025 society who are a lot smarter than just to believe everything you hear on the news. And yeah, I think it's funny the way that they try and like fucking just like put the narrative out there, and the worst thing is, right, they do this because of like things that have happened in the past, right? So like take it with someone like myself, right? I'm a serious violent offender. I've spent almost 14 years in prison, and I've done some fucking horrible things, but the truth is every single time the media put my story out there, it made me out to sound like I was fucking like, you know, Dr. Jekyll. Like it was just the way that the media can say things willy nilly without any bullshit. Um, Now I have a cease and desist at the moment in place between myself and news.com.au. And so if that's the head honchos of the people like the Herald Sun, the Daily Telegraph, rah rah rah. So I agreed to do a three-part podcast series with I won't say their name because they're refusing to say mine anymore, but with one of our major news outlets here in Victoria. And you guys all know who I'm talking about anyway. People are going to say it in the chat. And so I filmed one podcast with this people. So like I said, a major news outlet. They're a major newspaper that put out papers every single day. And from that one podcast that I filmed with this major news outlet, they didn't post one thing. Like they didn't post the podcast. They did none of that. All they did was put their own narrative on the stories that I told, which the narrative that they put on there was not the stories that I told. And they make it sound like I told these stories. Like, all the Herald Sun articles that have been done on me in the last 12 months. So, like, I have given permission for one of those, one. And then from one article, they just keep on like going and going and going. And if you've seen the last Herald Sun article they did on me, which was only in August, about me being on medical marijuana and about because what happened was in the court, because I represent myself. That's how much I knew I was going to win this case. I represented myself. And the prosecution stood up and said, yeah, well, Mr. Hughes's priors are as thick as a phone book. Now, I'm not going to lie. My priors are as thick as a phone book. I've done, like I just said, almost 14 years in prison. But then the next words that came out of that prosecutor's mouth literally triggered me. And he said, he also has drug priors just as thick as a phone book. Now, I will say to you guys right now, I have never in my life been pinched with any other drug other than marijuana. So my whole life, I am 42 years old. And mind you, all of these charges were from in my 20s. So for him to bring that up, and obviously I was representing myself, so I had to stand up and say something. And I did. And the article that they wrote about me because of what I stood up and said about myself, which was just saying the truth. Like, if you're going to stand up and say stuff about me, mate, tell the fucking truth. Like, I'm here representing myself. I'm not going to let you over there on the dock say bullshit lies about me in a courtroom because you're a police officer and the public is supposed to believe everything you say. Well, dicks to that. I've been through, a lot. Anyway, moving on. They see you're getting traction, so they have to protect their narrative. Yeah, and like it just pisses me off because like I kind of went out of my own comfort zone and decided that I was gonna do podcasts with the newspaper, which for me was massive because obviously these guys have printed nothing but bullshit about me my whole life. And so um yeah, I guess, that's shame on me for forever believing that they weren't gonna do that. $1 million there, Biff. No win, no pay lawyer. So I will say, right. So I have a cease and desist, right, which means that from the point of me making that cease and desist, they're not allowed to post any more articles about me from that point on. And they have. They've been reposting. So I'm not a lawyer. I don't claim to know the law. So if anyone in the chat will be able to give me an answer on this. So there is a cease and desist in place, which means I can even read you word for word that cease and desist if you like. And so they're still posting stories about me, but old stories on news .com.au. Is that in breach of a cease and desist? Yeah, you're right, Val. But I guess, yeah. Well, it's a lesson learned. That's all I can say right there. It's a lesson learned. I had, yeah. Hey, Biff, is there any way you can post a link to Chaos Chronicles 2? So, um, fuck. Is my manager in the chat right now? Or if anyone else in the chat knows the link to my other, the only reason I can't do it is because I am streaming from Restream, which means I can't post links and stuff. Hey, we can put this on the screen too. Boof, there we go. So the truth is, right, this is the reason for my cease and desist. So I don't talk about my bike club life for a reason. Like, I'm on good standing with that club and I'd like to keep it that fucking way. And so this newspaper keeps on saying things that make it sound like I'm saying stuff about this club. And as you guys know, thank you, Gunhead. Thank you, Gunhead. You absolute legend. So I think I can pin that. I think I can pin that. I think that's pinned. And then because they put their own narrative on it, people just assume that I'm telling them this information, and I am definitely not. And like, it just pisses me off. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what club I was with. You can literally just Google my name, Google the Chaos Chronicles, and then it will tell you what club I was with. I just don't talk about it because that's just the way it is. And yeah, so but I will be doing so this one's only cordial. This one not so much. People always say, "Oh, you're drinking alcohol in that." Well, I'm definitely not. But I am doing so one of my interviews over the next couple of weeks will be with an ex-member from the same club that I was with, but was actually like as high as you can get. Like, I'm talking national president. And so we're going to be doing a podcast with each other. That will be the only time you hear me talk about my club stuff, and that's it. Did you hear about the Vic government are going to start cancelling driver's license and car rego of sovereign citizens and anyone connected to them? No, I didn't hear that. But like I said in my last video, if anyone here in Victoria, identifies as a sovereign citizen or whatever, and you think that they're not going to be coming after you from this point onwards, like you live in a dreamland. Absolutely live in a fucking dreamland. Don't talk out of school is the rule, 100%. And I say this to you guys all the time. There is a fine line between telling a story and telling on someone. And I never ever ever fucking am living on the edge of that rule. I live by that rule, and so it pisses me off when these vultures do that. It's not vodka, nah, it's sheepdog. Sheepdog. If you sneeze wrong, yep. WA is fucked. We have no rights to do anything except consume and agree with the government. Yeah, and look, I've had a lot of people say to me recently that oh, you sound very anti-governmentarian or whatever the fuck that word is. I'm not. I am so but in a way I am. I spent most of my fucking, 99% of my life from the age of 17 years old to the age of 36, even longer, into the age of 38 as a full-fledged criminal. So, yeah. Oi, Robin, 210. Oi, legends. So, in the chat right now, guys. So, Robin, 210. So, this is, you guys seen the video I done tonight, and I spoke about how so Todd is his real name, are going to be doing an interview. So, he's in the chat. So, everyone, let's all show Todd some love. Let's all give him some thumbs up and let him know how much we're looking forward to his interview. Yeah, that's true, brother. 100%, bro. And sometimes I think it just do you know what I mean? It goes unnoticed, and yeah, like I always say, you know what I mean? There's a fine line between telling a story and telling on someone. And I never ever ever fucking there's no gray area with me and that. You guys know that. But anyway, guys, oi, there you go. Oi, Todd, you can see all the love in the chat for you, brother. Everyone's looking forward to this. And yeah, bro, this is going to be massive. And like you said yesterday, bro, this is the start of a massive friendship. And you know what the best thing is about it, Todd, is that we're both from the same background. We were both of stature in the prison system, both of stature in the outside world. And I know that you understand the whole concept of it, and that's what's very very important to me, because sometimes people will just take it and run, you know what I mean? But yeah, you're a real one, brother, and yeah, respect to you. Oi, Evsy, what's going on, brother? Yeah, Oz is awesome. HBO show. Hey, Biff, aren't you going to the concert tonight? Oh, God. So, yeah, I mean, look, that was the absolute plan, and I did. That was my plan on going to the concert tonight. So, if you guys don't know what concert we're talking about, Cap Carter is playing tonight, and yeah, I didn't make it, and but I guess at the end of the day, I still bought the tickets and supported his cause. So yeah. I just watched the ep where Alvarez digs out of the CEO. Brutal as, yeah, bro. So, so Robin 210, aka Todd Carr, his YouTube is this, right? Get your pens out, guys. So it is this. Robin ROBIN 210 HR. So that's his YouTube. This is his TikTok. So Robin 210. Simple as that. And there you go. Oi, Marcus Lee, what are you doing, legends? So for those of you that don't know, so Marcus Lee used to be one of my older brother's best friends. I know everyone keeps on asking me to get my older brother on the channel and whatnot, but yeah, he's a little bit camera shy. But yeah, Marcus used to be one of my older brother's best friends, and yeah. Fuck channels, you're being brainwashed to follow a narrative. Leave the fucking phone at home. Hey, bro, I am the last person to be brainwashed into any narrative. I can fucking promise you that right now. Oi, but anyway, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's 10:01 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time here in Victoria. Cheers, big ears. Now we're just going to do this for a sec. Whew, that'll put lead in your pencil. Chase it down. No, I know, Sainter. I know. Those magpies are the AFP. Oh, don't even start. Oh my god. Little under the weather, my brother. I've been watching that Tulsa King with Stallone. Hey, not a bad series. Not a bad series, that. Oi, Pato. Sorry, brother. If you've dropped a comment and I missed it, mate, I'm absolutely sorry. So Pato there, which is not the same Pato that does YouTube, has actually been one of my followers since before YouTube, one of my followers since TikTok days. Yeah, much love. Absolute legend, that guy. Yeah, I know. It's so weird. Marshall, I actually said to my mum tonight, it must be so hard for the people in Western Australia to tune into videos because, like, yeah, I wouldn't be able to figure out what the time is, but I guess you're used to it. How many hours behind are you in WA? Gunhead, I know you're definitely in WA. Antonia, excuse me for a second. Didn't want to be rude in that, you know. The parrots on my veranda. Fuck. Oh, don't even get me started, bro. Don't even. Oi, anonymous browser there, guys. There's my awesome manager. What a legend. You have legends following you, Biff. I do. And I say this all the fucking time. Absolute. 2.5 hours. All right, sweet. That us right here in the chat, we are the best community on YouTube, hands down. I say it, I believe it, and I say it all the time because it is fact. Oh yeah, it's good with the dark comedy. Well, I mean, I guess the best way to ask and to stop this debate. All right, Gunhead, my brother, My brother from another mother from WA. What time is it right now in Western Australia? DLI. Boof. How you going, legend? So all of yous that don't know when I do that, boof, I'm actually Bluetoothing you a knuckles. I'm not giving you a chin. Oi, Marcus Lee, you flipping legend. So true story too, right? So Marcus Lee. So at school, my sports team, my group, my whatever. So you know how you have your groups at school, what you do sports with, was called Hale, right? True story. So Marcus in the chat here, Marcus Lee, who just gifted me, your absolute legend. Boof. So his dad, Ian Hale, was a gold medalist, Olympic shooter. True story, right? So he was one of my brother's best mates. So when we were younger, Marcus's dad got a job with the Sultan of Brunei. No shit. His dad got a job with the Sultan of Brunei, moved his whole family over to fucking Brunei to teach him how to shoot. So Marcus and his family lived with the Sultan of Brunei, and if you know, that's the richest person in the world for years. And that's Marcus Lee in this chat. Full fucking true story. Biff, we are only here because of you. Oh, Dev, you absolute legend. Boof, Bluetooth it. All right, hang on. Gunhead says it is 7:05. Yep, so it is 10:05 here. So you asked 3 hours behind. Fuck. That's awesome. I could go out here in Victoria until like lockout times, jump on a plane, go to, I don't know, how long does it take to fly from here to Western Australia? I'll take that back. I just realised what I said was stupid. Oi, who's gifting memberships? Oi, Marshall, you bloody legend. Still talking your shit. It is fact checked. No shit. Shut up. Whoa. Why don't you tell us what you really think? What did I miss out on here? Like, is there a conversation I'm missing out on here, Morgan P? Yeah. Stay in Victoria, New South Wales don't want your stories. But guess what, Morgan P? You're here watching my stories. So bang. Thank you for being a contribution towards my viewer subscriber base. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Oh no, definitely, Robin. You definitely we will speak soon, brother. Definitely. Whoa. Oi, Jules. Jules just went straight for it. He was like, Biff, I got your back, and I'm about to do time over this shit. Oi, Gunhead. You know what to do, bro. Morgan out. Hey, Biff, do you think the Postcard Bandit should get released? Yes, I fucking do. I actually done a lot of time with Brendan Bereshon, which was his co-offender. And yeah, that man never killed anyone. No one ever got shot, anything like that. The only person that got shot themselves. So that dude's done over 30 years for robbing banks. Yes, he should be freed. No, I'm not saying that like robbing banks is the right thing to do. Oi, AB. Oi, absolutely, guys. Yeah, definitely, guys. I'm gonna see if I can pin this. If that pins up there, let's all show Todd some love and get behind there and show his YouTube some love. As you guys know, YouTube is a different beast to tame and very hard to gain subscribers and whatnot. Mr. Binks the Cat, how you going, legend? I'll tell you what, it's fucking getting a little bit fucking. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Met you in the chaos.
Oi, Cyborg Boxing, you flippin' legend with your super duper. Happy Friday, straight back at you, homie.
I gave you all my heart. Tried
Yeah,
to
to
be
be
your
your
cure.
cue.
But love
Loving
ain't enough when the
the
poison's
poison's got.
galore. And it broke me in pieces, watching you fade away.
Mate, it's a bank day, rob everyone. Yeah, you're right.
Love the high more than you ever loved the day. Now the echoes of your laughter just go.
Oi, nah, seriously, Jules, what? Boof, respect straight at ya. You were like straight in for the back and having my back then.
I tried to hold you close, but you
See
slipped
it
through
to
like
that
sand.
same.
Told myself I'd fix it, be your solid land. But you were chasing dragons I could.
Oi, Marcus, imagine the stories we could tell, bro. Just about my house in Marinda Park. Oi, wait. Watching you fade away. Oi, Marcus, can you imagine the stories we could tell about my house in Marinda Park in Cranbourne? Like legitimately, my friend, you would be able to tell, just you yourself would be able to tell an hour's worth of stories just about my fucking crazy dad. That music is not copyrighted, so it is now. It's owned by me. So like, if anyone tries to take it, they'll get in trouble for it. Oi, Luke Hamilton, absolute legend. One of my other absolute legend people that I knew from Cranbourne growing up. Luke Hamilton actually went to school with that legend right there, and yeah, absolute legend. Oi, Robin. Oi, Todd. So, Anonymous Browser is my manager, bro. So that's my manager. Yeah, I think so too. I think this is the start of something massive. So all of these songs I actually have the rights to. Even this one. This is the song that I wrote for you guys, the Chaos Crew. No, it's not. You've only just found out where Martin Bryan is? Yeah, he's in jail. Oi, Robin, I swear to God, it's really, oi, Todd, I swear, that is my manager. Oi, if you're saying this isn't the song I wrote for my, I promise, ask everyone in the chat, they'll give you a thumbs up if this was a song that I made for everyone in the chat. The Chaos Crew. So if you heard that, then it said my name. Bloody oath. Chaos crew assemble. Boof. Oh, bullshit. You've done 8 months? Oh, bullshit. Oh, well, good luck. When am I moving to my new pad? Next week. I can't wait, actually. I can't wait to move to my new pad, which means new studio, new fucking everything. So good. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Oh, squeeze me. Baking powder. Biff, you should do a meetup one day. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Marcus said so many things we did just as kids too. Fucking love it, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, do you know what's funny too? Oi, Marcus, you know what's funny too? Every single person that I speak to from Cranbourne, like from them days, Marinda Park, rah, 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 always says the same thing. Bro, your whole fucking family are fucking crazy, bro. Like your sister, your brother, your dad. The only sane one in your family is your fucking mother. Everyone says the same thing. But you know what? Everyone changes. Like everyone changes. My brother is a changed man. My sister is a changed lady. Oh, Paul Murphy just bloody. Oh no, hang on. So Firexian just gifted 5 memberships, you absolute bloody legend. Hey Biff, can we all come for a housewarming party? I mean, hey, I'm all for having a party, but like one at my joint. I don't know. Like, you could seriously ask how many of my friends have been to my house, and literally out of, I don't have many friends, and I like to keep it that way. Let's say 2 out of 5 of my friends have been to my house. And as a matter of fact, 0 of them have been to this house. Thank you, Sharon. Meet up at Hosie's Tavern. Oh, yeah. Or the Spotswood. God, that's bringing back some memories. If Biff does a housewarming, it would be a... like seriously, I would like, don't even get me wrong, I would love nothing more than to do this, but you've got to understand, I'm not like the average human being, and I have giving my I don't even know what you call it, but I'm restricted to what I can do, and so I've only just been allowed back into licensed venues. I'm all for doing a meetup, but it could never happen at the Crown. Do you want to know why? Because I'm banned for the Crown, from the Crown, or any Melbourne nightclub for life. And that is one of the joys and one of the awesome fucking things they never tell you about becoming a bikie is, one small thing will lead to you being banned from every single fucking establishment in Melbourne forever. Apparently, our Cranbourne family house is one of the last standing, the same as it was. I'd believe that too, because as you know, I don't know if you've driven past our old joint in Marinda Park, Marcus, but that's like That's like 3 or 4 different houses now. It's like like my 3-bedroom house where my family grew up in, and then because the house was on an acre block, they've built like 3 flats. So it's like 4 flats now. Oi, happy days, you flipping legend. What are you doing? Antonia says, I've got a BMX bike. Nice. What kind of BMX bike do you have? Please go Rumble. Seriously, dead set. Are you saying I should go live on Rumble? On topic, in common needs a production crew on this Desi Freeman saga. Believe it. This is our modern Ned Kelly. Yeah, it's probably as close as it will get. We will find an abandoned building and all. Oh yeah, that'd be mad. Imagine that. We'd be doing ghost hunts and everything. My Kmart comment is still going strong. Yeah, so I am banned from Crown for the rest of my life. Of a lifetime ban on Crown or any establishment that is linked with Crown, like the Star Casino in Sydney and stuff like that. And that is just one of these things that no one tells you when you're becoming a bike club member. And then next thing you get into one little fucking tiny shootout around the Crown and you're banned forever. It was tiny though. Find Desi Freeman. Look, I'll tell you what. I fancy my skill set up the bush. Probably not as much as Desi does, but I'm telling you, if the best technology on our within our capabilities cannot find Desi, guess what? Ain't no one finding Desi, and that's a fact. Oi, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Ricky Hatton. Rest in peace, Ricky Hatton. I think I have met you at Lawn, at Lone, at Lawn. Oh God, please don't tell me you were there that night at Lawn. If you were there that night at Lawn, I apologize, but I felt threatened, and I attended my New Year's Eve with 2 broken hands and 19 stitches in my forehead. Where is the big, beautiful, super welterweight? Oh no. Oh yeah. So for those of you that don't know, for that comment, so Ricky Hatton is passed away, and his funeral is on right now. So Ricky Hatton was an absolute fucking legend, and someone that has a reputation that will live on in the boxing world forever and ever and ever and ever. Biff, have you ever been to Hammer's Gym, or do you know him, the kickboxer? Real name? So my dad's best mate, my dad used to be actually engaged to his sister. Dave Russell, if you guys know who Dave Russell is, he's the intercontinental heavyweight champion of the world at the time. I've actually got a photo, so I've got to find this. So I've got a photo of me with Dave Russell and me holding his heavyweight belt when I'm about, I don't know, maybe 10 years old. Oi, both them Costa Zoo boys are something else. Really, really, really good boxers. Oh, bullshit. You met Ricky Hatton? No way. Awesome, bro. That would have been mad. World Cruiserweight title. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. But anyway, yeah, he was a fixture in my life at a young age, and yeah, as a matter of fact, my dad was engaged to his sister. But yeah, my dad and all my dad's family are from Ferntree Gully, so oh yeah, so what my manager has just said then, so I'll read it out. It says, Chaos Crew, wait until you see our upcoming guests, solidified legend number of in a number of combat sports. So this guy, so this person who I will be interviewing was not only a legend in the combat sports world, but had a colorful past as well. And to be where he's at in his life right now is like absolutely commendable. Yeah, look, Nikita's not as good, but like, I mean, I think the thing is though, I think a lot of people compare them with their dad, and I think that you can't do that, and especially in any type of martial art, you can't like compare. Small world. I grew up in Knox in the 90s. Oh, no way. Dave Hedgecock. Yeah, I mean he's a big name and was a big player in that world, and you know a lot of people just associate Dave's name with the criminal element, but like Dave had done some big things in his life that weren't always criminal. Biff, who do you think are worse, heroin addicts or ice addicts? Oh, look, ice addicts all day, bro. Ice addicts all day. I got a rare Tyson cap. Oh, bullshit. Nice. Oi, Luigi Rizzuto says Bayswater here. Nice, nice, nice. Do you know anyone with the last name Hughes from around that area? That is my family's last name. Or Harstead from the Norwegian side of things. Oi, that's so true. That is so true, Gunhead. Oi, Mickey S. I did a little bit of boxing in my time. I did a little bit of boxing, only amateur, but yeah, I did a little bit of boxing in my time. Oi, oi. So Marcus says Renee too, a machine. So my brother's best friend's name was Renee, and he was a Maori, right? So a Maori Maori. But this guy was like, I don't know, was an enigma. He was something else. Or John Wayne Parr, what a fucking legend that guy is. Oh, the Burvale pub in the 1980s was a riot. I was in Ringwood, just near Jacko's. Oh, bullshit. Did you ever go to the Harp or Yes, I know a family of 4 brothers with that surname. I promise you, and I can guarantee you that one of their brothers' names is Harry. I'm just gonna say one. I'm just gonna say that you know, brother, because you said that. I'm gonna say I bet you one of their brothers' names is actually Muscles and Harry. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Muscles and Harry. Am I right? Am I right, Luigi? Did I ever want to be a professional boxer? So here's the truth. But before I was 18, I was so confused in what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a soldier. I applied for the army. I got accepted. And yeah, a bit of bullshit happened there with my criminal record. And yeah, I think, yeah, I want to, I want to see what Luigi says back. Oh, John Wayne Parr was fucking something else. Thoughts on the digital ID stuff? What a joke that is. What a way to like literally muster us all up like cattle. Biff is now No, I'm not, bro. Beautiful title, country town by the river on the way to Yeah, and this is the thing too, right? And you'll agree with me here, Cyborg, that ever since like mixed martial arts has come on the scene, that these people don't like boxers, good boxers, which used to get all the notoriety, don't get the notoriety. It's sad. Ah, okay. One second, I gotta put my dog out. He snore his bloody head off. One moment. Morning. Who was best boxer or has the best boxer hands in prison? You know what? Like, if I'm going to be honest, and I might sound a little bit biased, but I'm probably going to say my brother, because like I'd never seen anyone train in prison like my brother did. And he's the one who brought to my attention that training inside a cell is the best training for prison, because 90% of the fights you have are going to be inside a prison cell. So my older brother, who is almost 5 years older than me, I'm the youngest in my family. And so I have an older brother and an older sister, but my brother taught me life lessons that, yeah. Oh, sorry, Dino. Like, obviously, I meant you, bro. Obviously. Yeah, I agree, right? And I actually only had this conversation with somebody yesterday that if you can close the space on it on any MMA that throws any other weapon other than their fists, like their knees, their elbows, if you can close that distance, well, then they're not at any greater advantage than you are. The only advantage MMA has on boxers is jiu-jitsu. That's what has everyone fucked. Oi, Dino, I know, bro. I'm kidding straight back at ya. That's what that's what I'm like. You know what I'm saying? Right, hang on. Let's fucking get a song here. So I'm trying. So I'm looking. I'm actually looking right now. Yeah, I mean that sucks because like and stuff and things. All right, so I'll find this. Don't worry. All right, maybe I won't. So just don't even worry about it and stuff, because like I'll just put another song on. So, words, but like I made the music on AI.
In the chaos, thought I found my life, but you were dancing.
Just deep into
I gave you all my heart, tried to be your cure, but little love ain't enough when the poison.
Oi, Gurkhan Ozcan, 100%. What a machine that guy was. Done a bit of time with him. Steve, what are you talking about there? I'm intrigued. Oi, Evie, you bloody legend. Oi, oi, no, I didn't see it. Samantha Button.
Let me standing in the ruins, whispering your name. And it broke
Broke
me
me
in
in
pieces,
pieces.
watching you
Watching you
fade
fade
away.
away.
You love the night
More than you ever loved the day. I was making the box I gave her.
I just ghosts in my mind, and I'm left here wondering if I'll ever love in kind.
Does Gary's last name start with one of the four first letters of the alphabet? You know, like A, B, C, D.
I gave you every sunrise, you chose the endless night. Now love feels like a battle that I can't get right.
I don't know, Gimp.
hope
I
you
don't
found
know.
your peace wherever you may roam.
Oi,
You left me with these shadows.
I'm going to
and
say
the
this, right?
place we
I didn't see the
call
video, but I can tell you right now that if I seen a video of anyone being hurting any type of animal, I can guarantee you I would make it my fucking mission to make sure that that person knows that hurting animals is not the right thing to do. All right. So, Mad Dog Matic. Is he the old guy with the beard and that? Or are you talking about Mad Dog Matic Maddox? I got a friend, Biff. He was an ex-boxer. He was 5'6". No bullshit. Back in the 80s, he dropped some big boys in the Derriman Hotel. Some big names back then. Wouldn't look twice at him. True. Yeah, and that's the thing. You been busy, Evie? Oh, what you been doing? So I always say this: you never ever judge a book by its cover when it comes to people. I have seen the most scrawniest, skinniest looking guy like maim the fucking shit out of somebody, and you're like, "Whoa, bro, didn't see that coming." But then you're like, straight back to like, "Yep." Oi, I seen that, the Great Barrier Reef. I did see that in the fucking meadows of Devon on the outskirts of Cranbourne. Actually used to live in Devon Meadows. True story. Used to live off Craig Road. What are we chatting about tonight? We are just chatting about just general conversation. There's not really a topic of conversation, to be honest. Yeah, we did miss you, Evie. You are a cornerstone of this organization. One would say a pillar. Biff, grandchildren helping elderly people. Oh, what a legend. What a legend, Evie. What a fucking legend. Oi, Luigi Rizzuto. Did you ever manage to get to see the fight between Evangelos Goussis, and Machine Gun Charlie, Charlie Anortovic? Did you ever get to fucking know about that little fucking precious bit of Australian kickboxing history? Oi, nothing but love for you, Evie, my friend. Yeah, Biff, any jail stories you haven't told us? Oi, I'll tell you what. The best person to ask is my manager. So if you prompt AB anonymous browser and just say, "Oi, what's a story Biff haven't told us?" and then just say to AB, he will probably give me a reminder of a story I haven't told. See, we're nice people. Someone should tell my ex, "Oh yeah, bro, me too, bro. My 10-year-old and bulldog went fully blind a couple of months ago. She gets treated like a queen now." Aww. Can you hear my dog? Oi, Zeus. What's that? Ja, ja. Liste 1 in 2 Sekunden. Yeah. I know you can't see or hear anyone, but you're still supposed to do what you're told. You're so stubborn like me. So, for those of you who haven't seen my dog, this is my dog. Or maybe not. Hang on. Let's see if a fucking little bit of something. There you go. So if you can see that green collar around his neck, that's what I take him out to the toilet with at night time so I can see him. Because he literally is the Usain Bolt master. Oh, Casabella, he absolutely loves it. Come here. Yeah. Well, yeah. All right. Don't know if I got him, but yeah. Up, 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 good boy. Up. Yeah. Up. Why are you being such a lazy little fucking turd? He's being a turd because like he wants me to feed him like treats for like doing stuff. Oi, Iru Hatore with the bloody $50 super duper just because you are good, cunt, Biff, legendary and that, solid as fuck with great morals and standards. You have my vote for Prime Minister, bro. When can we start campaigning? Bring back the Biff. Oh, bro, absolute fucking legend, bro. And then, boof, Andy Turbo straight after it with the bloody $5 super duper. Absolute bloody legend. Oh, hero, you bloody legend. Didn't see that coming. What a legend. Just saying. My dog's ears pricked up when you whistled. Oh, bullshit. Yeah, thank you. Oi, Gunhead. Absolute legend, bro. Yeah, the boys. Chaos Chronicles, I think you and this channel are going to go a long way because you're a real one. Ah, thank you. Oi, respect. Thank you. What a legend you are. hang on, wait, one moment, uno momento. Okay, I'm still here, don't worry. I'm still here, don't worry. Oh, why? Why you do that? Right. I'm still here. Right, just let me. For a story most wouldn't know, but is a really good one if you're comfortable to talk about it and relevant to the new song Brothers to the End based on a true story. All right, I guess, but right, hang on, I have to do this first. I'll let you guys hear the song and then I'll tell the story behind it. All right, hang on. Give me a moment. I will get this. All right. All right, I'll get it up in a sec and then I'll tell the story. So if you can just bear with me for a sec. So So this is a song that is very, very close to my heart. And so once again, I wrote the music for this song. And when this song actually came out, like, I'm not going to lie, like it brought me to tears. And so we'll listen to the song and then I'll tell the story behind it.
Phone call changes everything. 1 minute. Yeah.
My words.
Phone call changes everything.
Listen.
You're chilling. Next, you're racing through the night trying to save your brother.
Oh man. I will try not to cry here.
Middle of the night, heard his voice trembling, said, "Biff, I'm in a fight." Didn't think twice, just grabbed my keys. Heartbeat thunder while I cut through the streets. Rain on the glass, lights flash blue. Every second felt like it was slipping through. Wind in my face, praying under my breath. Please, brother, please don't let it be death. Every mile was a war with time, and I swear I could feel that line between too late and just in time, slipping further away each time. By the time I hit that block, he was lying there bleeding on the asphalt rock. Two shadows ran, one hit the ground, the other disappeared, never turned around. I dropped to my knees, said, "Hold on, my friend." He whispered, "We were brothers to the end." Blood on my hands, I could barely breathe. Flashing lights coming down the street. Told him I'm sorry I didn't get here fast. He smiled weakly, said, "We we all got a past. Tears hit the dirt, sirens scream. I saw his eyes fade like a broken dream. One last breath, one last look. That moment's burn where my heart once stood. Can't wash away what I saw that night. Still see his soul in the dashboard light. I replay that call again and again. His voice still saying, you're my brother, my friend. By the time I hit that block, he was lying there bleeding on the asphalt rock. Two shadows ran down, one hit the ground, the other disappeared, never turned around. I dropped to my knees, said, hold on, my friend. He whispered we were brothers to the end. Now every time the phone rings late, I hesitate, it feels like fate. You can lose a lot in this life of sin, but the hardest part's losing your twin. We rode together, fought the pain. Now I ride alone in the cold and rain. By the time I hit that block, my brother was gone, but the world still stopped. Two shadows ran, one met his fate, the other still haunts every breath I take. I held his hand, said I'll see you again. He whispered we were brothers to the end.
Yeah. Brothers to the end. Some bombs don't die. They just live on in the silence after the storm.
Yeah, all right. So the context of that song is you know, something that lives with me every single day. And so anyway, on the night I got a phone call from one of my closest friends who was you know, it was a brother, but just not by blood, you know. And hang on. So, oi, what the fuck? Happy days, you fucking legend. Anyway, so long story short is I was called to help my brother who had called me and said, like, oh, I'm about to be in a fight, you know. And but like he told me that who he was going to be in the fight with, and fucking like made me just like freak out straight away, you know. And he had told me that he was by himself and that there was like a car and he kind of like couldn't get away, you know. And so I drove to that place where he told me that he was, and the whole way there was like he wasn't answering his phone, and I was scared that like something bad had happened, you know. And so I was driving like a fucking maniac through the suburbs to get to this like secluded area where he had said that he was. And when I got there, you know, in the words of that song, it says that, you know, when I got there, you know, two shadows took off into the darkness, and one hit the deck, and that's where I'll leave that. But when I got there, my friend was like still conscious and still with it, you know, and like so he only said like a few words to me, and that were, you fucking made it, bro, you know. And you know, I told him that there was never going to be a time that I wouldn't have made that. But and you know what hurts the most is the last words. So the last words that he said to me was like, we really were brothers to the end. And then just fucking just that was it, you know. Just fucking let go. And like, you know, it's something that's like very close to my heart. As a matter of fact, I've never really spoken about this at all. And yeah, that fucking hurt, you know. And I was too late. That was the crux of the story. Was I didn't make it there in time, and unfortunately had to bury that friend. And yeah. And that's it. And that's basically you know, there's no gray area on that story. It was that's exactly what it was, you know. But you know, I made it there for him to, you know, tell me how much he appreciated that I actually fucking made it there, you know. Also got to be very careful about what I say about this incident, but yeah, you know. Some brothers just don't last forever, and that's the reality of it, you know. 1 second. Yeah, fuck. So I couldn't have expected that to happen in my wildest fucking dreams, to be honest. But yeah, it did happen. And yeah, a little bit sorry for fucking getting a little bit emotional, but it's not many times I get to talk about these kind of things, and obviously that's something that I hold very close to my heart, and and you know, like regret's an understatement. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know, whatever. If I could have driven faster, or not being so far away, But that's the crux of that story right there, and that's what the words of that song means is and that's why it's called Brothers to the End, because our, the last words he said to me was, you know, we really were brothers to the end, so yeah, deep, but yeah. But you know, and this is exactly why that this life that I chose to live for, more than 2/3 of my life is not the life to choose. Do you know what I mean? I can't even count how many friends I've put in the ground, and you know what I mean, and it fucking hurts because, like, yeah, just that these are the stories that these are the things that no one tells you when everyone's quick to tell you about how good your life's about to be when you join a gang or you join a bike club or this and that. They fail to fucking tell you that you're about to lose 70% of your friends in a fucking brutal way. you know 20% of them you're going to lose for the rest of their life in prison, and the last 10%, well, you don't even know what fucking happened to them. That's the honest truth. These are all the things that you fail to be told when you're about to enter an organization like that. Um, yeah. Am I saying that this stuff happened when I was with a bike club? Absolutely not. I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is these are the dreams that are sold to you when you're about to enter that life, and I can't even tell you that they're just not true. Do you know what I mean? Nah, you're right. Now, I did what I did. Do you know what I mean? And I'm actually, to be honest, as much as I fucking hate myself, um, probably not so much on the daily anymore, but definitely on the weekly. Like, I'll tell you something. I was the only one that turned up. I was the only one that turned up, and an old mate's phone had 5 different phone calls on it. And I drove there from 45 minutes away, and you know what I mean? I was the only one that came. You know what? I actually apologize a little bit because, like, I've never actually been that emotional um on camera or whatever before. I've never actually, to be honest, been that emotional in front of anyone, to be honest. And yeah, I didn't think that that was going to go that way, but it did. And but you know what? I hold no. I am who I am. Do you know what I mean? And I am a fucking human. And as much as sometimes I would like to believe that I'm a rock, I'm not. You know what I mean? And I am only human, and I do have feelings, and shit like that fucking hurts me. And it hurts me that. But you know what? what also gives me a little bit of fucking of an upside on this scenario is that even though this lad's name will never get spoken because you know there could be things that happen afterwards, but to know that this lad's name without being spoken is being spoken about is big for me. Do you know what I mean? And to be able to speak about this tonight is massive for me. And I think that sometimes we set boundaries that we probably shouldn't keep. And I think that's a story that needed to be told because I know it's hard. I know everyone, says like don't be sorry for your friend, but here's the thing, like it's my brother. It's my brother. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, all right, we weren't blood, but that was my brother, and like I know it wasn't my fault. I didn't put them in that position. But yeah, I mean, I'm only human at the end of the day too. Anyway, fucking moving on. Yeah, like just moving straight on, just change the whole fucking. Oi, we'll just put this on because this is why I love you guys, and this is the song that I wrote for you guys because like exactly right now is the exact reason why I wrote the words to this song because these are something else. This song's called Chaos Crew. Oh, oi, happy days, you bloody legend. So yeah, this was a song that I made for all you legends for being the legends that you are. The Chaos Crew. Oi, but straight up. I'll tell you something. There hasn't been many times in my life where I have fucking broken down like that, straight up, just straight up, because like I believe of like keeping composure and blah blah blah. But this just goes to prove how vulnerable I am at this what I'm doing here at the Chaos Chronicles. Like, yeah, fucking hell. Like oh, fuck me. Like, if you were to like, you can tell, right? Because like, you guys know, right? Once I start stressing, I start stuttering, right? I can't help it. It's my multiple sclerosis, right? But the truth is, yeah, my mum, it, like, she would be fucking like literally going, "Oh my fucking god, what just happened?" You know? But yeah, oi, just want to say thank you guys for just being you guys. You know what I mean? And 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 allowing me to be vulnerable, which is it's not something that I'm used to. You know what I mean? And yeah, like any other time in the past, I would have like straight up just fucking hit end live. That's it. End of story. No one's gonna fucking see me like that. But like at the end of the day, this is what I'm trying to like get out there. You know that at the end of the day, we're all human, and we're not rocks. As tough as we all might like to think we are, and especially our younger generation. You know, they've got this thing that they all think that they're Hercules and can't be. Do you know what I mean? Um, yeah. Lemon character and baby lemons blowing the horn. Love it. Hey, do you know what? Do you want to know something? AB. So this is what AB said. So anonymous browser. I know it looks like it says anonymous browser, but that's not what it says. So that awesome human is my manager. And so it says, for those who ask for a happy story that Biff has, I would suggest that it being you guys, the Chaos Crew, and how far he's come in 4 years. This time 4 years ago, he was in a cell, and now look at him. And you know what? That's the absolute fucking truth. And that's a testament to you guys. Like, you know, there's been multiple times, and I know a lot of you guys that have been following me for a long time have been in and out of court processes with me, and there's been times where I was like, "Fuck, guys, if I don't come back tomorrow, well, you know what that means." Do you know what I mean? And even how much my life has changed. And let me just say something right now. Like you guys, without even knowing, all hold me accountable. And what I mean by that is that, like, every time something goes wrong in my life, and where in the past where I would usually like resort to extreme measures to getting my point across, you know, there's 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 certain things that goes on there, you know, and this is the truth. So like I think of my children and my mother, right? First and foremost. But then very close behind them is I think of you guys, and I think of, you know, I've got to set an example for these young people that listen to what I say and listen to, you know, the words that I speak as gospel. And so, you know, um, I know there's a couple of people in this chat that know in the past 2 months, I have been tested in ways that in past I legitimately would have ended up with a double figure jail sentence over what I would have done for reacting. But just know that it is you guys that play equal part in making me accountable for what actions I take every time shit goes south. And I literally do. I think about my beautiful mum. I think about my children, my grandchildren. And then I think about you guys. And I think about how's me trying to set an example for these people. And here's me about to get locked up for doing something very fucking stupid. What kind of a hypocrite would I be? So just know that every single one of yous in the fucking chat, every single one of yous that's been with me since the start, it's been a rocky journey, but we're here today and I'm telling my story. And here's the truth. I don't have any court cases hanging over my head. I don't have any fucking corrections orders hanging over my head. And and I'm in the best place in my life that I've ever been. And yeah, just know that every single one of you guys in the chat that joins in every premiere, every single live, plays a part in that, because I can tell you, there was an incident that took place 3 weeks ago that in past would have seen me get locked up. I promise you, there wouldn't have been two ways about it. I would have done something very outlandish to make sure my point was being heard. And you guys played a very big part in the outcome of that, what took place in that day. Because, like I just said, I feel like, who am I to sit here and tell you guys, like, oh, yeah, you don't want to be in jail, you don't want to be doing this, you don't want to be doing that. And then here I am getting locked up for fucking dumb shit offenses. It just wouldn't work. So just know that every one of you legends is fucking plays a part in me being where I am today, and every single one of yous unintentionally holds me accountable, and I fucking love that. And I promise you guys, 3 weeks ago, you guys would have noticed a drop in my views. I was posting less. It's because something was going on in my life that in the past I would have reacted in ways that 100% would have ended me up in prison, and I didn't do that. And just know that you guys played a big part in that. And no more face tattoos. Oh, bro, I was only joking yesterday when I said face tattoos. I promise. Yeah, I thought my mum was on live, and she hates it when I say I'm going to get another face tattoo. So, yeah, I just said that. Being a cheeky little shit, to be honest. I'm going to put a song. All right, let's go. What do you mean, you fuck? Sorry, I mean, excuse my French, but fuck. That is so stupid. I don't like it when you do that in these websites. You got to be very careful because you can get like Right, hang on. I think I found it. You look like the same website I was just on. You. I'm not paying money for that. You're tripping. I will get that for free. Why? Why do you all want to charge me money for this like scenario? You for all right, fuck it. I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna go like that, and then I'm gonna go like this, and then I'll go like this. Don't worry, I'm getting pretty good at this. I know what's going on here. I mean, like, let's not. Oh, wait, here. I feel like I need to do a karaoke to just change the mode up a little bit. Just change the mood up a little bit. I also may or may not have a sneaky little nightcap. Just saying. Just saying. And welcome back, sports fans. Wait. Wait, hang on. Let's see if we can get this going. You ready? I've got to be able to hear it or it won't work. Why can I still hear that in my head? Because I've got headphones on. Wait, what is this? I got Biff back all the way. Legend. Thank you. Absolute legends. And I do apologize for getting a little bit emotional before, but I don't claim to be not human. I am only human at the end of the day. And we're going to just nick that off. Biff, you put a smile on my face. Good on you. Oh, thank you. Karaoke night is on. Yeah, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. I'd need to see. We've got 88 people in here. I'd need to see at least, I don't know, 80 fucking thumbs up. I don't know. We'll go on the front line for you. Oi, let me just say this right now. You guys don't know how much it means for me to hear that kind of commentary right there, living the life I've lived. And just know that I take every single comment on board and it means so much to me. And sometimes, unlike tonight where I let my emotions run free, I can be a little bit emotionally void. But just know that the love that I have for all of you legends right here, right now, that show me the love that you show me, like I can't even tell you. Like I can't even tell you. True, less than 50 likes, and we've got 78 people in here. All right, I'm going to say it. We've got 78 people in here. We've got 50 likes. Surely we can get at least 20 more likes in the next minute. And if we could do that, yeah, don't even get me started. Thank you, Mr. Binks. I believe so too. Do you know what? I believe it's all part of becoming a fucking real human being. You know, there was like times in not so long past where I wasn't such a normal human being. Thank you guys. Oi, legitimately, thank you guys for all the support. Like, you guys are the best. Like, legitimately, I say it all the time because I mean it. And yeah, fuck. It's another song I wrote.
I've been running from shadow since I was a kid. No one ever listened, no one ever did.
I believe you, Mickey. Yes, I believe you, mate. I unliked so I could re-like it. I would have fucking legend.
I grew up in a house where the doors stayed locked. Voices got loud, but my voice got lost. Scared of the dark, scared of the light. Trying to learn wrong from right every night. No end to
Oi, happy days, you fucking legend. Oi, happy days. I swear to God, there isn't many lives or fucking premieres that I do where you aren't smashing people free fucking memberships. You are an absolute legend and a dire part of the Chaos Chronicles. Much love to ya. Mwah.
Every street light flickered like a warning sign. Every dollar I touched had a darker side. I was blind to the pain, deaf to the cries, living in a world built on my own lies. Chaos became my closest friend. Every high just led to another dead end. I learned too late, but I'm learning.
This is my favorite. So I've got my legend friend Colin. Hopefully he can help me. I own the rights to this song. I actually have got this posted to my YouTube. Your shadows deep too.
I gave you all my heart. Try to be your cue.
Love ain't enough when the poison's got. You got me, he said, watching you fade away.
You love the high more than you ever loved the day. Now the echoes of your laughter are just ghosts in my mind. I left here wondering if I'll ever
Oh, Ken, I seen that. I seen it. I seen it. I seen it.
I tried to hold you close, but you slipped through like sand.
Hey, to all the legends in the chat there, for Jess there, who just said the waving, if we could all give Jess a waving hand, she's one of my bestest friends in the whole wide world there. And to be honest, if it wasn't for Jess, I probably wouldn't have got through the last long time. Show Jess some love. One of my absolute legend friends right there. You're going to make me give memberships? Thank you, Evie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at that, Jess. Look at that. So much love. Shout out Biff's better half. All right, so Jess is not my partner. So for those of you that do know, will know that Jess was my partner in the recent past. But you know, we have gone our own separate ways, but Jess is still one of my very best friends, and I respect her friendship very, very dearly. So yes, you are right. Jess was my partner. But you know, I think what's awesome is that Jess and I have been able to still like have the friendship that we have after the relationship that we had, and I think that's awesome. Partner in crime, yeah. What an absolute legend Jess is. What are you doing anyway, Jess? You know you only live fucking 25 minutes away from here. You could come here if you're bored, that is. And yes, of course, I just want to reiterate that me and Jess have never done any crime together. Jess was true story. So Jess was one of the main reasons what made me flip the switch on my life and turn my life around from drugs and mayhem and fucking crazy shit. You know what? I'd actually be surprised. Most people, and you know what? I feel so fucking bad because Jamie, one of our long time. So when I gift memberships or when anyone gives memberships, they can't pick who they give to, right? And so one of my longtime legends, every single time I just hope that he gets it, but he doesn't. And I don't know what to do. How long is a piece of string? No, that's not true. How long is a Chinaman? I actually done time with him. His name was How Long. Andy Turbo, you freaking legend. All right. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be saying, why are you vaping? You quit. But I'm having a quiet couple of shandies. Nothing wrong with a couple of vapes between friends. It's better than having a couple of cigarettes. Twice as long and half its length. Are you talking about my forehead? Do you have any funny stories of MC newbies that crack you up? Bro, I could give you a fucking montage of funny stories that crack me up. Like legit. All right, all right, all right. It is what it is. No, if I was doing that, what kind of fucking pipes are you talking about there, young sunshine? There's there's only one type of thing I smoke generally, other than vapes, and that's Matahuchi. You know, the good old, yeah, the piece of string thing, you fucking drongo. All right, I don't want to fight you, you psycho. We're all friends here. True story though. I'm not even gonna lie. So Jess, almost 12 months ago, could beat me in an arm wrestle. We haven't had an arm wrestle since, but yeah, Jess could beat me in an arm wrestle. And I'm not even ashamed to admit that because that is a fucking gangster thing for a chick like Jess to, and you know what was so funny? One of my best mates was right there when it happened. He's like, you're weak as piss. And I said, all right, then, tough nuts, jump there and fucking see if she'll beat you. And she literally bet him both hands as well, left and right hands. I've got an excuse. I've got multiple sclerosis. He doesn't. The devil's lettuce. Yeah, look, I never, ever, ever have ever tried to deny the fact that that is the medicine that I take. And yeah. Yeah, funny as shit. True story though. She dead set smashed me and my mate in fucking the 3 minutes of arm wrestles. But also, right, so when I first hooked up with Jess, I know Jess right now is going, oh fuck, what's he gonna say? Right? I will say that I was actually surprised that this is a very, very self-sufficient girl who does everything herself. Like she had a wood heater, she cuts all her own firewood, stacks all her own firewood, sells her own firewood as a side hustle. Like, yeah, you know what was cool about Jess? And I'll say it straight up, she'll love this anyway. Like when me and Jess first met, so you know how like chicks are like of today will like send you selfies of themselves. Jess would send me photos of like fucking chainsaws and like her cutting like a big fucking 25-inch fucking round fucking log with her fucking Husqvarna fucking big boss fucking chainsaw. Like I can't even tell you how much like of a turn on that was for me. I was like, usually girls are like, and I'm not stereotyping. I'm just saying girls of today were quick to send you like selfies and shit. But nah, bro. She's sending me photos of her fucking chainsaws, the fucking the machine that she built so she could cut logs by herself. I was like, you need to fucking patent this thing and sell it. Like that is genius. You are fucking somewhat sexy, is what I said, to be honest. But yeah, it's good now because like see in the chat, Jess, everyone's like, oi, like legit. That's exactly what I thought too. I was like, oh my God, who is this fucking girl who's walked into my life? But I'm telling you, that was the crux of it. The first Jess, I can't help it. I have to say it. I'm not going to go into detail, but the first time I ever spoke to Jess, she wanted to know some information because somebody who she knew was in prison, right? And I swear to God, this was the first words that I read from Jess was, "I'm not a creep, I promise." Right? I'm not a stalker. I'm not a creep. I promise. And she's like, I do watch your YouTube, but I think you might be able to give me some right advice. And the funniest thing was, right, like I don't even care in saying it. Like I was in a pretty bad place at the time. And if Jess hadn't have come along, I would have ended up in jail. There's no two ways about it. Had Jess not came along right at the time she did, mind you, she came along on my son's um birthday that passed away, my son that passed away. So I wasn't in a good place already. And yeah, a lot so most everyone can thank Jess for the person that they're looking at today. And yeah. Oh, what an absolute legend. And this is exactly why after um and Jess says, and I still have a husky. So, and this is what makes our relationship unique, right? Because we had a serious relationship. This house that I live in now was Jess and I's, and we came to differences, and still today, like Jesse's like one of my very best friends, and I hold her friendship just as in high regard as any of my friends that have been my friends for 40 years, 35 years, you know. She's a winner, that girl. And I can tell you, a lot of you people can thank the person who I am today to Jess. And I say that to her very often. Had I not met you at the time that I met you, I either would have ended up in jail for murder or, you know, for a very long time. What a fucking winner. What a fucking winner. Oh, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. out of, and this is me being like 100% transparent, vulnerable, like you guys say you need me to be, right? I would not, and I mean this, I would not be where I am today, like right now, without Jess. True story. And I owe 90% of the credit in the last, out of the last 12 months, that 90% of that credit went to Jess in keeping me in the right direction. In so many times I wanted to go and do something fucking stupid and fucking like straight up, you know, put someone in check or do something stupid. That girl right there kept me out of prison. And yeah, like as a friend, I will love her forever. And I am so lucky that we had the relationship we did, which was a very, very, very deep love. That we were able to have the friendship that we have today. And I am a very lucky human being that human is in my life. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, I will also say this, right? So, as you guys know, my mum is my number one fucking fan, yeah? So, it's been very hard for me in the past to find somebody that my mum thought was like right for me. And Jess was one of the only girls in my whole life that, other than, two times I've ever heard my mum say that you've done the right thing here and this girl is the best thing that ever happened to you. And yeah, this girl didn't only touch my heart, she touched everyone's heart. But anyway, I'll shut the fuck up now because I've gone right on. You read the comments. It's like, Biff, you need to text Jess. Jess, Biff misses you. Look. Nah, and that's the absolute truth, right? I can put down from the release of my last prison sentence, 2021. The reason I am the human being I am today is because of 3 females and 3 females only. And they are my mum. Absolutely 100% couldn't have done any of this without my mum. Secondly, Jess couldn't have got to where I wanted to be in my life today had it not been for Jess. Had Jess not steered me in the right direction and really quantified for me that life wasn't for me. And then one more, last but not least, is my beautiful, beautiful. You guys know I can't even say her name, and it breaks my heart. But one of my children, and you know, it's always been a steady influence of females that have set my life in the direction that we're at right now. True story. Ask her out, Biff. You got nothing to lose. Bro, she was just my partner. She was just my partner for 11 months, and we'd only just broken up in like fucking June, July. So I think um for me and Jess to be where we are today in our friendship is like just is an omen to how much like friendship can really, really be something very important. So I will say this, right? So I'll see what people are saying in the chat right now. So just know that Jess and I, it was a mutual agreement. It wasn't like Jess woke up one day and said, righto, fucking get out. Or I woke up one day and said, righto, fucking get out. We came to an adult decision and we realized that, you know, it is what it is. And I wouldn't be where I was today if Jess wasn't a part of my life. And that's a true fucking story. So, Jess, you know, much respect. Come on, bro. You like Jess, we can all tell. Bro, if I told you I didn't love Jess, would be a fucking lie, yeah? But I love her as my fucking very close friend. Like, yeah, we were a couple. We lived together. You know, we shared fucking crazy memories. But like, the truth is, we're both adult enough to realize that our friendship is something worth fucking cherishing, you know? You see that, Jess? Everyone's saying, yeah, which does remind me, you are only fucking 20 minutes away. You could be here right now, Jess. Write a song for Jess. Any chance of you guys getting back together, Biff? It sounds like you're up for it. Oh, oh, what the fuck just happened? I forgot how to talk. Yeah. Nah, we're friends in that. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, we're good friends. I enjoy Jess's friendship and her BLTs. Boy, this girl can make a fucking BLT that makes fucking. Who can remember when McDonald's made BLTs? I'm talking these are BLTs that you could sell. Franchise. That's why everyone, if you love your mum or dad, keep close too. Yeah, 100%. I love my mum. My mum is the fucking best. My mum. Love that woman. This song's called Get It From The Blood. I wrote it.
Grew up where the silence was louder than the scream. No one ever listened, just a kid with broken dreams. Chaos on the corner and the streets were never safe. Learn to fight the demons with a cold and hardened face. Every door was locked.
Fuck this bell.
Every light was dim.
Oh, that's bell.
Schoolyard
Turn prison yard.
Chances looking slim. Taught to take the hits. Taught to never cry. But deep down I was searching for a reason why. Turn it all around.
Yeah, I did it for my blood. Yeah, for my family.
Pull myself out the mud. From a cell to the daylight. I'm breaking every chain. Show them there's a better road. They don't have to know this pain. This life ain't just survival. It's legacy and truth.
Oh, shut up.
I made my name from fire. Now I'm speaking true to you. From the chaos came a voice that they never.
How do I fucking feel like that my live has just turned into an episode of fucking Love Island? What happened? What has happened? What happened in the interim? I want to know. Just saying. I think we scared Jess away, to be honest. I think I better fucking stop drinking. I'm getting a little bit fucking. Yeah, g'day, guys. Welcome to Drunk History with Biff. Zeus, stop snoring. Everyone can hear you and they think you're farting, bro. You know what they said? Everyone in the chat, Zeus just said, Zeus, poor bro, wash your bum. That's what just happened. See how you've stopped snoring now? Sounds like you're not farting or snoring.